Hey guys, Scott Sagent here. I wanted to share with you something very special. We had a wonderful little guest pop into one of my readings from June. It was in my Aquarius reading at the 1832-minute mark. I'm going to show you the raw versions of it without the polar bear in there. I was doing an animal totem reading, so that's what brought my attention to it during editing, and that's how I saw it. It's a pretty phenomenal change because it was on the brink of extinction, like I said. Wow, that happens fast. If you don't know where to look, you just miss it. Let me show you where it pops in. It's a pretty phenomenal change because it was on the brink of extinction, like I said. This time I'm going to play the clip 3 times with graphic cues, give you little indicators to help you track the motion and movement, and point out a couple important things. The first clip, notice the 2 circles. When it drops into the red circle, it apports in, which means you can see it very physical, earth plane. It almost has a shape to it, like a physical form. It's very small, of course. It almost kind of looks like a ponytail is probably the best way you could describe it. Maybe like a ponytail made of a plume of smoke, except the smoke doesn't dissipate and it drops down, but it actually shoots across to the left. And when it does that, it changes shape from a form into energetic. It actually turns into a sphere. It even changes directions one more time before it exits the frame. It's a pretty phenomenal change because it was on the brink of extinction, like I said. It's a pretty phenomenal change because it was on the brink of extinction, like I said. It's a pretty phenomenal change because it was on the brink of extinction, like I said. So the question is, what is it? Well, I'm not 100% sure what it is, and I'm not going to lie to you and tell you I do know. There probably isn't anybody in the entire world that knows for sure, like concrete, what this is for sure. Now, I can tell you it's likely a spirit because that is a blanket term for a bunch of different things. Like all these other ones fall under that kind of category. Could be a ghost, could be a fairy, could be an angel, or just something paranormal that we don't understand. What we do know is that it apports in. We can see it kind of physical, and we can see it change to energetic as it shifts directions a couple times. It doesn't behave like an insect. No insect can do it that quick and change on a dime like that. Also, it's not a piece of dust or debris, because if that was the case and it was blowing around from my air conditioning, that would just travel in a set kind of direction, or maybe like a curve, even if it had a couple different drafts. It would not be doing lightning bolt zigzags at the very least, shooting across the screen, and also changing shape while you're at it. So no insect that I know of does that. To wrap up this video, I'm going to play this in extreme slow motion, frame by frame, 3 times. The last 2 times are going to be as slow as my video editing software can go, literally, and you can track it very easily. So come to your own conclusions. At the very least, this is an interesting, fascinating phenomena.